sila sa mga most requested, especially sa mga kanya-kanya nating shift.
Of course.
Diba? So, it's very, very exciting. And ngayon, I think it's time for them.
Yes,
to,
of course, apart from being on air on the radio at 94.3, we are also now live sa ating Facebook account.
Yes, so
Pwede nila mapanood
Yes.
ang interview natin.
if you haven't followed and liked us yet, ano pang hinihintay nyo, guys? We're just at Qabayan 943. Make sure that you spell that with Qabayan followed by the numbers 943. So pare-pareho lang yan for Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter. And you can also join in on the fun conversations that we have with our listeners sa qabayanfm.com/radio because our Qabayan Radio chat room is there. So yeah, it's now time. Introduce mo na.
Yes, of course. It is now time for the interview that we had with the Itchyworms. Of course, I had a chance to speak with Jugs, with Jazz, and Chino. Of course, kasama din nila si Kelvin sa banda, but we don't have him during the interview. But of course, his spirit was with us during that time, so it was actually good. Anyway, again, through our partnership with Sony Music Philippines, here is the interview with the Itchyworms, only here at Qabayan Radio 94.3. A wonderful day to each and every one. Of course, as part of our second year anniversary celebration here at Qabayan Radio and in our partnership then with Sony Music Philippines, joining us this afternoon are the people behind the songs na talagang nagpa-amaze sa atin at naging hit makers. And of course, these are the songs na Di Na Muli and Pariwara, among many others. Of course, joining us this afternoon are Chino, Jazz, and Jugs from the band Itchyworms. So thank you very much for joining us here at Qabayan Radio and welcome po sa Qabayan Radio 94.3.
Hello, good morning. Good morning to you all. My name is Jugs. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Jazz. Thanks for having us. Good morning, guys.
Hi, I'm Chino. Good morning. Salamat sa inyo.
Yeah, thank you very much for allowing us to have this interview with you. And of course, I know that you're a four-member band and wala lang sa atin ngayon to join us, Kelvin, but I'm sure that his presence is with us right now, di ba?
He's with us in spirit.
Yeah, he's with us in spirit.
Yeah, we'll never forget him.
Oh.
But anyway, can you allow us to give us a background on how your group started way back in the 90s? I think parang si Jugs ang medyo napangiti agad. So can you start off this brief information?
Thank you for being thank you for being not specific about the date.
The date?
Yeah, we were formed in the mid-90s. We were students in Ateneo de Manila. That's one of the universities back home.
Right.
Jazz and I were classmates in English.
Mm.
Kelvin and I were schoolmates in high school and blockmates in college. And Chino was our teacher.
Seriously? Teacher in life or teacher sa kalokohan? Hindi naman ba?
Oh.
So anyway, you started during college year. So I would assume that nag-start kayo tumutugtog sa mga campus events.
Yeah, our campus.
Right. Okay.
Exactly.
What are the type of music that you usually play during that time?
Well, we started out playing Beatles covers and Eraserheads covers.
Mm-hmm.
Those were yun yung mga common tastes namin.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Actually, I hear a lot of Beatles influence in your music. And for Eraserheads, actually, di ba may binanggit may tinweet si Ellie Buendia. Sabi niya, the Itchyworms are the true heirs of the Eraserheads tradition. So, is that something that
Wow.
Yeah, he had a tweet like that. Is that something that you consider na parang a great honor or naging pressure ba yun? Naging pressure ba yun somehow for your group?
Um, for me, it's really a great honor for us because Eli Buendia is one of the biggest icons, if not the biggest icon
Mhm.
of the Philippine music scene. So it really means a lot to us that he thinks like that. But it's validation for us,
Right.
and but we won't let it get into our heads because it's not. We don't take that seriously. No, but it's serious. But you know what I mean. Chino, can you
Yeah, yeah,
save
yeah.
me?
Yeah. I mean, you've
Yes.
made your own mark din naman in the music industry. Paano nagsimula yung um, collaboration na yon with Ellie Buendia?
Actually,
Either.
if you think about it, yung collaboration namin with Ellie Buendia started way back in the 2000s. Yung simula ng ano namin, ng first, even before our first album. Kasi our former manager was Ernest Zabala, the wife of Buddy Zabala
Mhm.
of the Eraserheads at the time.
Mhm.
So Ellie was one of the people who helped us record our first demo before signing up for our first record label. So you could say in a way that he was there from day one helping us. So there was a gradual earning of trust over the years.
Right.
So so later on, Jazz came when the Eraserheads reunion came around. They called on Jazz to be the fifth Eraserhead to play at the concerts, both reunion concerts, and then see Jugs has had the habit of texting Ellie every year on his birthday to
Offer
ask,
niya.
hey, do you have any songs that you might wanna share with us? And finally, in 2000, when was that? 2016? 2016 ba yung ano? In 2016, finally, Ellie said, yes, I have a song. You might want to finish it. So
And that's the
that was
song
Pariwara.
if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So can you tell our listeners more about the most recent album that you have?
Our last album was 2013, 2014, around that time. But from 2014 to 2020, um, we we were putting out singles
Yeah.
because at that time Spotify was already making its mark in the music industry,
Right.
and everyone, I mean all artists
Or
were putting out singles
right.
more than albums. So just to clarify.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
also we were also independent during that time. Indie kami nun.
Pero since nagkaroon ng lockdown and because
Right.
of the pandemic, nagkaroon kami ng time to make a full-length album.
Mhm.
It's also because we were very busy with gigs and other, activities. We didn't have
With life.
time, with life. We didn't have
Life in
time to
general.
make a full album. So the pandemic was actually like a blessing in disguise. We had time to write a full length. Finally,
Right. Finally, in 2000, this was released in the third quarter of 2020, right?
August 2020.
August of 2020.
And also
Mhm.
I think it's also good to mention that right about that time, 2019, 2020, Sony Music Philippines came back. They folded up around 2011 or something, 2012. Tama ba, Chin, or something?
Correct.
And then they re-emerged in 2019, I think, or 2018.
Mm.
And luckily, the we knew a lot of them, a lot of the new people from Sony,
Right.
and we wanted to go back to Sony because we were very happy with Sony.
Mhm.
So yun,
So it's actually a good reunion, ano? And then,
yeah.
and yung album nyo ba na yun was something that you have planned to do prior to pandemic, or it just so happened that during the pandemic, all your creative juices, came up and nakagawa kayo ng music? Kasi madaming artists na gano'n na, that during the pandemic, since nasa bahay lang, they have more time to, focus on their artistic side. Is that something that happened to you, or talagang nakaplano na siya prior to pandemic?
Well, since we signed up with Sony, we really planned to make an album with them, but just not this album.
Right.
This album was brought about by the lockdown, the concept of it and the content of the song. Parang we were kind of forced to write about it because that's what we were going through at that time. Pero before that, we planned to release an album talaga, but just not those songs.
Okay. Yung first track of your album is the Armageddon Blues. Is that something that you have just written for the pandemic, or nagawa niyo na siya beforehand?
That's one of the songs na we wrote na matagal na. We wrote that around, ano ba yan, Chin? 2012? Or
5.
Those
2005?
Armageddon Blues was there already during the time of Noontime Show. So with the demos of Noontime Show, we also recorded that. So mga 2004, 2005 nandiyan na yun. So since the theme kind of fit with the rest of the album, we said why not include it, and we made it the first single on the album.
Actually, very appropriate yung kanta na yun dun sa inyong album. And actually, all throughout the album, I feel pinag-uusapan natin kanina, di ba, you were doing covers of Beatles nung nagpe-play pa kayo sa campus. Sobrang ramdam na ramdam ang Beatles vibes dun sa bago nyong album, and lalo na particularly for this song. So, usually, sino yung nag-a-arrange ng music ninyo? Or is it like talagang collaboration, lahat kayo, you pitch into how you want the music to be, or is there like someone na talagang in charge na ganito yung gusto natin maging vibe ng music natin?
Usually we arrange as a band. We jam the song together.
Yeah. Okay. But during the pandemic, how did you record this music? Nakita-kita ba kayo to record this, or oh no, okay. So how did this happen? Yung pagre-record ng mga music natin.
So ang nangyari was,
okay. Go Chin.
Sorry. Ayun. So ang kind of what happened was during the start of the quarantines, we kind of got bored, so we said, why don't we try recording our old songs individually? So we did kind of remix of our existing songs so that we could submit them to online fundraisers. Because at the start of the lockdowns, people kept asking, hey, can you join our fundraiser online fundraiser show, play a few songs? But we found that we couldn't really play in sync online live. So our only choice was to pre-record songs. So that was kind of the proof of concept for the album. So
right.
So Jazz said, why don't we try a new song, new original song? So that was the first one was The Silence. Tama ba, Jugs?
Jugs yan, idea ni Jugs. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, that particular song parang almost embodies na kung ano yung naramdaman ng lahat during the pandemic, no? Kasi it expresses a lot of loneliness, certainty, and fear. Can you tell me about the songs in the album and how you see people being able to relate dun sa lahat ng mga tracks na nandun, especially now na nasa pandemic pa din tayo?
Actually, my wife told me that when she first heard the silence, she told me that this song doesn't sound like the Itchyworms.
For
Because it's in
what reason
English.
daw?
I'm sorry.
For what reason daw? Bakit daw hindi naging tunog Itchyworms ang sabi ng wife mo?
Hindi ko alam. Baka it's because Jazz used an electronic drums or something, and it was in English, and there's a bad word there somewhere. maybe it's because of that.
May clean version naman. That's what we are playing over the radio.
Oh, thank you.
But is there anything that you would like to add dito sa inyong album?
Ayun, those songs are parang, for me, iba-ibang stages of emotions yung bawat song dyan. And the silence, that's what Jugs made during early in the pandemic. So parang after a life of gigs and noise, suddenly we were put in a box and biglang silent yung buhay namin and medyo nakakabaliw ng konti. I'm sure not just us, everyone.
Right. Everyone
that,
can relate talaga, no? Everyone can relate to the music that you have and the feelings na meron yung mga kanta na yan. So, but just before we close this short interview that we're having, I would just like to ask you to invite your listeners and fans here in Qatar to support your new album. Probably we'll start off with Chino.
Ayun, to the listeners of Qabayan Radio 94.3, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. If you want to listen to more of our songs, our latest album, Waiting for the End to Start, is available here on Qabayan Radio and on all digital streaming platforms.
Yeah, which is on Spotify then, diba?
Yes, Spotify and all the other platforms like that.
Okay. Do you have a...
Yeah, like Deezer
Yan.
or Apple Music.
Right.
And soon it will also come out on vinyl. So we invite the collectors to watch out for that.
That's good to know. And you also have a YouTube account, right?
Yes, please like and subscribe in our YouTube account.
Well, anyway,
Yeah.
thank you very much for joining us for today. And we wish you all the best on your new album. And again, congratulations then on the successes that you have. And more importantly, sa inyong matagal na pagsasama, because you've been together for a very long time. And not many bands do get to accomplish that kind of achievement. So on behalf of Qabayan Radio, we would like to congratulate you on that success.
Thank you so much, Qabayan Radio. At salamat sa lahat ng mga kababayan natin dyan sa Qatar. Thank you so much.
Maraming salamat po ulit.
Salamat.
And again, thank you very much, Jugs, Jazz, Chino, from the Itchyworms. And also, we would like to thank Sony Music Philippines and especially Miss
Thank you, Sony.
Ben and Sir Nico for allowing us to have this collaboration. So maraming salamat po ulit.